Everybody, Kite here again with episode 20 of my Tentacle Tales of Terror playlist. Every episode is on every Tuesday at 4 p.m. of every month on a weekly basis to the best of my ability. And today's story is The Temple, an excerpt from the Yucatan, or the Yucatan Peninsula, whatever you want to call it. So sit back and relax and listen to what I have to say about The Temple by H.P. Lovecraft. So the main plot about this story is that on August 20th, 1917, a sea captain named Karl Heinrich, lieutenant commander of the Imperial German Navy in charge of the submarine U-29, finds himself and his vessel stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, probably north latitude 20 degrees west, longitude 35 degrees, so he decides to send out a bottle to document this horrific event he finds himself in. And I have to say my favorite quote has to be, "The head of the radiant god in the sculptures on the rock temple is the same as the carven bit of ivory which the dead sailor brought from the sea and which poor Kleins carried back into the sea." The Temple, page 119. So I feel like this story could have some connection to the story Dagon, with the strange ivory object being a curse from a temple with unknown origin, because with the story Dagon, you have those weird marble monoliths with strange hieroglyphics of fish people on them. So I thought that there could be some correlation to them. I don't know, leave your theories down in the comments below. This story's up for interpretation. Heck, all of Lovecraft's work is up for interpretation by the reader, so I just enjoy it. So, I have to say, continuing on, early on in this story it felt like an isolation thriller, having a sea captain slowly break away from his mental sanity as he waits and waits for help to arrive. So Karl seems drawn to the mysterious temple that most likely led his remainder of his crew along with one of his members, bringing that strange ivory figure aboard the U-29 before the strange occurrences started happening, like weird lights, hallucinations, according to the story. You know, those kind of cliche story beats, but it was really atmospheric for a sea thriller / horror type story of isolation, and this is just how I interpret the Temple story by Mr. Lovecraft. But, however, continuing on again, Karl still seems drawn to the mysterious temple that most likely led the remainder of his crew along with one of his members, bringing the strange ivory figure aboard the U-29 before the strange occurrences started happening. So from an isolation thriller to a supernatural sea story, yet again another enjoyable story from Mr. Lovecraft. I really enjoyed the varying layers of bubbling madness, from the fear of being isolated at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, to the strange ivory figure being brought in on that dead sailor's body onto the U-29 submarine vessel. So again, I feel like this story could have some connections to the story Dagon, which was an episode early on in this audio series of mine. So yeah, that's the gist of it for my interpretation of reading The Temple for the first time. And it also really reminded me of like one of those Resident Evil diary entries from one of the workers. I mean, the Itchy Tasty one from the Resident Evil remake comes to mind. So yeah, this is episode 20 of Tentacle Tales of Terror. I'm Kite562 signing out. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. What's your favorite story from Mr. Lovecraft? Let me know down in the comments so we can start a little discussion in the comments thread below this video. As always, I'm Kite562 signing out. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Later.